So we go with the flow. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me. Just tell me louder if you're loving me. Just love me harder, have no mercy on me. Just tell me louder if you're loving me.
Everybody, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Emma. I'm a 20-year-old mom to my beautiful daughter, London May. And if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so you're part of the team. And while you're at it, turn your bell notifications on so you don't miss any of our videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know we love you guys so much, and thanks for coming back to another video. It truly means the world. I am so excited for today's video because I got to be on Jubilee's channel. I'll have their channel linked down below, and I got to be on an episode called Odd Man Out Teen Mom Edition. I love Jubilee. I first saw them like 2 years ago when they did an episode called Do All Teen Moms Think the Same? And after that episode, I told myself, Emma, you need to be on Jubilee. You have to be on it. And a little less than 2 years later, I made that dream a reality thanks to Paulo, thanks to Kendra, thanks to all of the sweet people that I worked with and all of the sweet girls that were in this episode. I had an amazing time. It was an amazing experience. I got to check Jubilee off my bucket list. And I don't know, I just thought it would be a really fun video to react to the video with you guys. Disclaimer, I have seen the video already, but I just wanted to kind of add some commentary, tell you guys some behind the scenes stuff, and just kind of share the episode with you guys. Just do a fun little video, so keep on watching.
What's your favorite animal?
Elmo.
Elmo. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
We brought together 17 moms.
I'm a
Babies
teen
were
mom.
so cute.
I am a teen mom.
I am a teen mom.
I'm a teen mom.
I'm a teen mom.
I'm a teen
Little
mom.
Landy bug.
No, I'm a teen mom.
One is a liar. If the group discovers who the liar is, they'll win a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the cash prize. This is...
Old man out. Having a baby, like, your life just changes like that.
I think what's going to set the mole and a real teen mom apart is the details.
All about the details.
Being friends. Are you still with your baby's father? I definitely wouldn't have known what the hell goes on during the postpartum stage or like after birth, stuff like that. If I do too much, people are gonna be suspicious of me and think that I'm like overdoing it.
I feel confident, but I'm nervous.
The mole will probably be like a nanny, maybe like a big sister. Hi.
Just wanted to let you guys know, during these first impressions, we literally had a minute to talk, like all of us at once. They said, here's your minute, go for it. And so that made things really hard, like to remember people's names. You're in the moment, this is the first round, you're nervous, you're like, I don't want to get out. Like you're trying to let everyone talk, but you don't have very much time. So that's something to be noted. That was a little tough.
How old are everyone's?
Wait, the babies or us?
Both. I turned 18 in August and my baby's 10 months, but he turns 11 months tomorrow.
Almost a year. Oh my goodness, that's so exciting.
I am 15 and my baby is 4 months.
I'm 19 and my daughter just turned 21 months today.
I saw a few people in the comments like, why is she saying 21 months? That's so annoying. I hate the moms that say that their kid is 42 months. Like just say they're 4 years old, you know? But let me tell you guys, before the child is 2, you traditionally say how many months it is. Sure, you can say they're a year, year and a half, whatever, but before 2, most moms say the months. Also, I didn't want to get voted out, so I was trying to be as specific as possible. And side note, but it was actually London's birthday, her month birthday. She turned 21 months that day, so I just thought that was kind of important to say. Back to the video.
I'm 18 and I've got an 8-month-old.
I am 19 and I have a 2-year-old daughter.
I just turned 18. My daughter's 2.5. She just turned 2 in April.
I'm 14 and I have an 8-month-old and she turns 1 in March.
I think we need to get all the babies together. Like, they're all so freaking cute.
So how about your guys' birth story? How long were you guys in labor? I was in labor for 47 hours. It was miserable, but of course it was worth it.
I was in labor for 11 hours.
I'm jealous. Labor is no joke.
Did you guys have epidurals or did you guys go natural?
I had an epidural.
Girl, I can't do natural. Did anybody get induced? Like half and half. Like they broke my waters.
I didn't even want an epidural, but at like 38 hours, I was like, I'm either gonna, I was like, I'm gonna have a C-section. Like I have no strength left in my body.
There's nothing wrong with the C-section. If I needed that for my health or my baby's health, of course I would have gotten it. But I did want to deliver vaginally. That was my preferred delivery option. Obviously, if I needed a C-section, I would have gotten it. Nothing's wrong with the C-section. However you get that perfect little angel out, it's perfectly fine.
I only got to 6 centimeters. That's why I had to have a C-section.
Your body wouldn't progress.
The umbilical cord was wrapped around her neck.
Same. My baby, he came out all blue and purple. He didn't even cry when he came out. I was literally so scared.
My baby.
Yeah, my baby didn't either.
When I didn't hear him cry, I was just like, please tell me my baby's okay.
I bet your heart just dropped.
Yes.
They don't cry for a while though. Like you think they'll cry right away, but I've heard lots
like
of
the
people,
movies, they just cry like that.
a minute. It takes
I was
a while.
so scared.
We just all seemed like we were just teen moms, just chatting, having a good time.
I like hearing like everyone's story.
So after that first round that was like a minute or two long, very, very short, we had our laptops that we were filming on, and then we also had our cameras above, kind of how I am right now. My laptop's right here. But anyways, we would have interview questions, and so then we would talk to our camera and answer the interview questions. So how you guys are seeing us like talk right now, the other teen moms couldn't see that. The other teen moms didn't know who you were voting out. We didn't see any of this. We only saw when we were all in the Zoom call together.
I know not everyone's labor is the exact same, so it's like nice to hear.
I feel like Emma is actually a mom, and I feel like so Shauna, the other three, they were quite quiet.
I love them all.
I'm the most suspicious of Kira. This is a total random guess. I'm so sorry, girl, but I'm gonna have to vote for you.
Emma really stuck out to me. She is who I will be voting on.
I am definitely most suspicious of Kiana. I think
Okay. So first thing, guys, this is a game and people were voting out who they thought that the mole was. There is no hard feelings. There's no ulterior motives. Like, it was just a fun game and you were just voting out who you thought the teen mom was, right? So it really wasn't a big deal. Like, some people were like, that's so mean, you voted that person out. We couldn't just sit there and say, you know, today, sorry, I'm not gonna vote out anyone. Like, that's not how the game works. Like, I just find that so funny. People are like, how could you vote that person out? You had to vote out somebody. And I was not mad when Kiana voted me out. Like, that's the whole point of the game. There's no hard feelings. And then, wait, have I said her name yet? Hold on one sec.
her name right.
Oh yeah, so I was a camp counselor, and one of the girls that was one of my little camp members, her name was Kiana, and she was so cute. I had never heard that name. I thought it was a beautiful name, very unique. But when I saw Kiana, I thought it was Kiana, and I said the name wrong, which I corrected myself. Again, no hard feelings. I didn't even know she was voting me out. I didn't say her name wrong to be mean or anything. The only time I had ever heard it was pronounced different. In the other round, the next round, I pronounced her name correct. I didn't know if it was correct or not. That's why I said might be wrong. I have another friend named Hannah, spelled like Hannah, and she goes by Hannah. So you can pronounce names however you want. Just wanted to say that. Was not meaning to mispronounce her name.
I'm gonna vote for Kimberly. I don't know. I'm gonna vote off Kimberly. I'm kind of suspicious of Kayla.
I think this round I'm gonna vote out Kayla. I'm so sorry, girl. She was just not giving me mom vibes.
The votes are in, and we have a tie between Kimberly and Kayla.
So you might have thought everyone talked about the same, but that's because it was edited like that, which is fine. You know, they all want to give everyone the same amount of screen time, like, makes sense. But the reason I voted Kiana out is because she talked what I thought was like the least out of everyone, and she just kind of seemed like she didn't have a lot to say. So I was like, oh, is that the mole? Because in previous episodes, the one that kind of just flies under the radar is usually the mole. So that's why I voted her out. Again, no hard feelings.
So we're going into a tiebreaker. Each one of you will get 20 seconds to state your case. First up is Kayla.
So I realized that I was pregnant when I was 16, gave birth at 17, now I'm 18 years old. I'm balancing school while raising my 10-month baby. My mom was a teen mom, so like it was just like really hard having to come out with that, because I feel like it made it seem like I was like following her footsteps, and she was like really disappointed about that. So that was like really hard for me.
I found out I was pregnant July 19th with my boyfriend. He bought me the pregnancy test. I told my mom, well, she found out because she noticed because I was really open about my period to her. She made me take a pregnancy test in front of her. And my dad was outside the restroom. We told the school they had found resources, and I moved into a school for pregnant teens and teen moms.
The votes for the tiebreaker are in, and the teen mom eliminated in round 1 is Kayla.
Bye. Sorry, girl.
The reason I voted for Kayla is just because she didn't have as many details. Like Kimberly told, you know, the whole story of her parents being outside the door and how they found resources and all of that stuff. So it was more of a personal story. So that's why I voted out Kayla and kept Kimberly in. Love them both though.
You really thought she was a teen mom? I had to vote for Kayla just because Kimberly had a strong story.
I wish I would have stayed longer. I really wanted to show my baby.
I love this round.
A pretty good baby. Aww. She only cries when she's trying to go to sleep and you will not stand up.
Say hi!
My favorite part in the whole movie.
Because she's so young, I don't really have like her favorite things. But she does love Coco Melon. Like if she's asleep and I put Coco Melon on, she'll wake up and watch it.
She loves animals. This girl is not afraid of anything. We have a bearded dragon. Her name is Saffron. The second she walks in, nobody doesn't have a smile on their face.
He's currently teething, so he's having a lot of sleepless nights, which is why he's actually up this late, because I'm in the UK. He is usually all around a happy little boy, giggling, smiling, always talking and interacting.
Her favorite thing is Coco Melon, and she loves to watch Blippi. She loves to do little
The kids were liking Coco Melon.
What's your favorite color?
Pink.
What's your favorite animal?
Elmo.
Elmo. Her favorite animal? Elmo, apparently. Her dad is not.
Who can't like Elmo?
But she's still thriving. She likes eating a lot. Everything I eat, she eats too. She crawls a lot now. She's very talkative.
The matching little headband.
Like, she won't cry
So
with
cute.
anyone.
The shirt. Then she starts crying. That's what babies always do. You're like, they're so happy, and then all of a sudden they prove you wrong. Kids are so funny. I'm like, London knows how to count to 5, and then like she doesn't count at all. That's just such a kid move. No matter how old they are.
Right now, her favorite things are unicorns, dressing up, being a princess. You love princesses, huh? Okay, good. It was kind of a fight to get her out of a princess dress today, but we managed to do it, right?
That's like London with her Spider-Man PJs. She has a little friend named John, and he has Spider-Man PJs, so we got London some because she really liked them. And now every day, all she wants to wear is Spider-Man PJs.
Oh yeah. Whenever you meet her, she just like won't say much, and she's pretty reserved. Pardon? I had one.
Do you want to hear?
I thought it was really cool
So
seeing
cute.
all the babies. They all looked exactly like their moms.
I feel like people might suspect me because
I think
have
they
a
all do
toddler,
look
and the
like
rest
their
of them
moms
have
a
like
lot.
babies who are like super attached to them.
I don't know if we've got the mole out. I don't think Kayla was the mole. I still have a really weird suspicion about Kimberly.
I'm just gonna go with Kimberly. No valid explanation.
I am gonna go with Emma this time, like I did before, just because in this situation against the other girls are kind of a little bit calmer than her.
If I
That makes me laugh so much.
had to vote for someone though, I think I would vote for Kiana.
I want to say I'm kind of suspicious of Kiana.
So I figured out how to say Kiana's name, and I say I'm still most suspicious about her.
I'm scared.
Why I voted for her again was because she had the least to say about her daughter. I just felt like it was kind of like generic answers. I think we had 2 minutes. I can't remember how long they gave us to each talk. Like all the other girls used up like all of their time, and Kiana, what you saw was pretty much all she said, which is fine. Again, her baby's little, so like that makes sense. But when you have to vote for someone, like I said in the beginning, I voted for the person with the least details.
I knew it.
I thought it was gonna be me.
I don't really have too much to say about my child because she is so young.
Yeah.
All the other moms had a lot to say. We will see.
don't want this,
I thought I was pregnant for like a couple weeks, but I was kind of in denial. And so my boyfriend, my now fiance, but he was my boyfriend at the time.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And so we had stopped at 7-Eleven to grab some candy. And
I
some
love the little
snacks to sneak
emojis
into
they
the
added.
movie theater.
So
I just
cute.
got like the cheapest pregnancy test. And
It was
then
more
I
than
took it in the
99
movie theater bathroom. When I came out, he just could read my face and he said, "You're pregnant, aren't you?" And I said, "Yep." And he goes, "Well, we'll figure it out." We've never broken up. He's always been the best dad.
That's so good.
And I hid my pregnancy. My parents found out. Yeah, surprise. Literally, everybody was like,
Oh
"Shut
my
up,
goodness.
you were pregnant." Yeah, but I didn't show, like, at all.
Yeah, my parents found out when I was like 5 months pregnant, and then everyone else, like most of my friends and stuff, found out when I posted on my Snapchat bringing London home from the hospital, and she was 3 days old. I hid it for a long time.
And I just wear a sweatshirt.
Look.
Yeah, and I worked 2 jobs the whole time I was pregnant so we could support her in. Yeah, that's my story.
I really wish I remember how long they gave us for like each little Zoom call, but in that I remember I said that I Googled my symptoms, and it either said that I was pregnant or had cancer. It was like pregnancy or cancer, like the top things for my symptoms, because my breasts were really tender, and when I had down there, it was really painful, but they didn't put that in. Again, I think it was just because they had a lot to work with and had to jam pack it into a video, so I totally understand.
My mom grounded and I was in trouble, and she took away my phone. I decided to text my friend on Messenger on my computer, and I was telling her that I had like a bunch of symptoms because she's also a teen mom, and she said, "Yeah, you're pregnant." And my mom had seen the text coming through my phone, so she read them and just let loose on me. And then once my dad found out, he was the most supportive. My dad is like very religious, so he's like, things happen for a reason.
We stand
I agree
supportive
with that.
parents.
One thing that happened when I was in high school, I got a lot of judgment, so I had to move to online school, and some people actually TP'd my house while I was pregnant
That's horrible.
and wrote that I was a slut and a hoe.
When Natalie said this, I was like, I hope your parents called their parents and made them clean up the big mess they made. And she said they didn't, but they should have. Natalie, your parents should have done that. That's so messed up. I can't believe anyone would ever do that. We're pregnant in general, but especially when you're a teen mom and you're going through so much in your life, like to have people bully you, like it's so unnecessary.
That's terrible. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
It's okay. Yeah, same.
In June, I was getting period cramps, but my period wasn't coming, so I Googled that up, and the first thing that came up was
Google.
pregnancy. I had told my boyfriend,
And then cancer,
and
Kimberly.
he came over to my
Pregnancy,
house,
then
but this was
cancer.
in July, and he brought the pregnancy test, and I took it, and he was happy,
I love
but
Kimberly.
I kind of had a blank expression on my face. I didn't really know what to think. I didn't want to believe it. I'm so emotional.
Oh,
Bless you,
girl,
don't
it's okay.
cry. I'm gonna cry.
I cry when other people cry.
And my parents found out in August because they noticed that I wasn't getting my period. I had told a couple friends, and they told me to abort, but I knew I wasn't going to do that. Me and my boyfriend have been together for almost 3 years in February.
Abortion is such a huge decision, and I feel like it's no one's place to say if you should get an abortion. Like, it's just not something you should say. If one of my friends ever told me that, I would say, we are no longer friends. Like, you don't tell somebody what to do. You know, you're not them. Like, don't tell them what to do. It made me sad when Kimberly was crying. She's so sweet.
Everyone loves my baby now, and
Oh, girl.
yeah, that's it. Like, I'm really happy with how my life is right now, and I
Oh,
wouldn't
I love that.
change
So
it for anything.
With that being said, I think Kimberly brings up a really good point, and she's like, I'm happy where I am right now. And I think we get labeled as glamorizing, encouraging teen pregnancy because lots of teen moms are happy, and it's like people just want us to be depressed all day. Like, you should want everyone to be happy and successful in their life. And it's very upsetting when people say, oh, like, you shouldn't be happy because you're a teen mom. Like, no. I have just as much right to be happy as you do. I have just as much right to post my family on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and be proud of my family. Just because I'm 20 years old and had my daughter at 18 doesn't mean that my life is any less than yours. So that's something that is so annoying about teen pregnancy. I'm not encouraging it and I'm not saying it's amazing, but you still can live an amazing life as a teen mom. I did not plan my teen pregnancy. I do not encourage that. But birth control is not 100% effective. I also said that when I was kind of telling my story that I was on birth control, not 100% effective. The only 100% effective birth control is abstinence, aka not doing the deed. So if you are having sex, you have a chance of getting pregnant. And I think it's so silly when lots of teenagers, most teenagers have sex, but then they shame other moms that got pregnant. Like, it could have happened to you, you know what I mean? I just find that really, really silly.
Okay, so I was 15 when I found out I was pregnant. The first person I told was obviously my boyfriend, whose name is Zach. We didn't plan it, but he was like, no, you've got to keep it. We're amazing together. We're going to start a life together. Both my parents were really, really supportive. They explored so many routes of what I could have gone through, and it was amazing to have that support, especially from parents. But then about 5 months down the pregnancy line, me and my boyfriend actually broke up. We completely blocked each other, we didn't talk to each other, never saw each other. On his due date, he actually got back in contact with me, and then we got back together, and then our son was born 4 days later.
They're such a cute family.
And we're still together now.
So I found out I was pregnant at 15. My school is like a high school that also has an infant lab in the school, which is like a daycare type thing. So they have a teen clinic where they like do like pregnancy tests, like STD checks, like literally everything. One day I went there after school with one of my good friends, and I found out I was pregnant there. The doctor just kind of walked into the room and she just like stood there. So I'm like, oh boy, like here we go.
Yeah.
I kind of knew, like, from her, like, expression. That
I don't know why they went back to me.
And me and my boyfriend were only together for, it was like a month at the time. And he was 14 and I was 15. He was just mainly really scared to tell his parents. Yeah, my parents were super supportive. I can't imagine being pregnant. My mom was a teen mom herself.
Before you can
Thankfully,
even, like, drive a car.
Has an infant lab, a daycare thing. I'm able to bring her to school with me still. And this year is my last year.
Proud of you, Shanna. Oh, I did it in the video, too.
I'm going to be the first in my family. It's going to be so
That's amazing.
Either the mole is a really good actor or we already got it. I'm not suspicious of anyone. I don't know.
Unfortunately, I'm going to vote Shanna out this round. I really hate to because she seems really nice. If we didn't vote out the mole, I'm going to be mad.
I'm suspicious of Kira and I'm going to be voting for her. I'm still very, very suspicious of Kimberly. In the 20 seconds about me, like her tiebreaker, I swear she said her parents found out and they bought her pregnancy test.
Because I have to vote for one, I'm going to say Kimberly.
What you guys didn't see is I actually closed my eyes and just was moving my finger because their names were on the side, and that's who I picked because I was sure that the mole was out. I thought it was either Yana or Kayla, so I was like, I didn't want to vote, but again, you can't just say I'm not going to vote. We had to vote again, or I wouldn't have.
I think I'm going to vote for Kimberly.
No.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea who to vote for.
I knew everyone was teen moms at that point.
I feel like they voted me out because I was crying.
No, Kimberly, we didn't vote you out because you were crying. We had to vote out someone, and I just closed my eyes and picked. And then you had to explain. So after each Zoom call, like how Kimberly's talking right now, that is the after interview. So after each Zoom call with all the teen moms, we had like 6 questions. I have to say, I'm voting this person out because of this or that. And like I said, I already thought the mole was out and I didn't want to vote out anyone, but we had to. So, or the game would have stopped and you guys wouldn't have had this awesome episode.
Down and you think you caught the mole and want to end
we already thought the teen mom was out, like everyone did.
This is so nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I know.
If the color that shows up is green, you all win.
I was not
if
worried
red,
at all.
The fake teen mom is still in the game and you all lost. In 3, 2, 1.
I'm sad Kimberly had to get voted out. Well, I wish no one had to get voted out, but that's not how the game works.
The game is over and the teen moms have won. We're also going to be gifting them the Akin to experience, where they'll get to pick their favorite basics from our new interactive apparel brand. I want the mole to please reveal yourself in 3, 2,
London was breastfeeding in this clip.
I knew it! I knew it! Oh my goodness! Oh,
did good.
Good job.
Kayla did do
That
good.
is one cute baby.
I thought
though.
so.
Oh my goodness.
Whose baby is it?
It's my
like,
mom's baby.
Whose baby did you steal, girl?
He's my little brother.
I knew someone was gonna do that. I knew it. When you go out, do people think it's yours?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I've gotten that. I babysit him a lot.
Bye, baby. Bye.
Go kiss. Go kiss to her.
That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. It was a really fun video. I wish it could have been longer because I feel like there was more that could have been said. Like at the very end, we did a whole interview about like being a teen mom and the stereotypes, what we agree with, like what we don't. I didn't get to see everyone else's, but just based off the questions, I feel like we had really good answers, and I think people would have kind of liked to hear that. I don't know who edited the video, but I'm sure that they just were trying to give everyone the same amount of screen time, and I totally understand that. And it was still an amazing episode. I thought it was super fun, and I love getting to see all the babies. They weren't sure how much the babies were gonna get to be in, but I feel like you got a good taste of their cute little self. But that is all for today's video, guys. Again, a big thanks to Jubilee for having me be a part of the video. I had the best time. And a big thanks to all of the sweet teen moms that were in this episode. All of you ladies are amazing, are beautiful, are amazing mothers. And Kayla, you're amazing big sister. And he's so lucky to have you as his big sister. And until the next video, guys, I'm sending all of my love and all of my positivity. Bye, guys.